On behalf of my wife Chelsea and our two sons, Guy and Sam, thank you for being with us today. You honor us with your presence. Today, as a grateful descendant of fearful Tennessee pioneers and as an eighth-generation farmer, I humbly announce my candidacy for governor of the state of Tennessee. In 1790, first-generation Americans John and Ann Lancaster came to what is now Tennessee. They came to claim a Revolutionary War grant, sight unseen. Not knowing what was ahead of them, they and their 11 children packed up everything they had and made their way to the banks of what is now called the Caney Fork River. Together, they built a home and started a farm. The Lancasters were the first in my family to call Tennessee home. For those pioneers who traveled west, this place where we stand today was a mystery waiting to be unraveled, with plenty of danger and boundless opportunities. Day by day and year by year, those Tennesseans who came before us told and dedicated themselves to this land. They did so with a commitment to the next generation. One generation would pass a better Tennessee on to the next, generation to generation. In the midst of the struggle and the toil that brought us to today, there have been countless dreams realized and many others shattered. Unforgettable triumphs and unimaginable losses. There has been joy and there has been great pain. Blood, sweat, and tears formed this state for many years, and with many hands of all colors, of all origins, both men and women, as individuals, as families, as communities, we have overcome every obstacle before us. The great Tennesseans before us rejected a tyrannical monarchy and helped to form a new nation. They saved Texas at the Alamo, endured a civil war, and defended our country through world wars. They overcame sickness and disease. They survived an economic depression and near starvation. Life was not always as easy as it is for us today, but through faith, we persevered. We have always been a people with tremendous faith in God, unshakable, unyielding faith. In fact, millions of hours have been spent in faithful prayer by generations of Tennesseans, people who boldly asked for this state to prosper. God heard their prayers, and we have indeed prospered. Because of the people who came before us, who chose to push past their fears and instead embrace hope, Tennessee is special and unique. Tennessee is as legendary as its people. President Andrew Jackson, Davy Crockett, Sergeant Alvin C. York, Ann Dallas Dudney, Alex Haley, Minnie Pearl, Pat Summitt, and of course the incomparable Dolly Parton. They aren't the only Tennessee legends, though. My dad was a legend to me. How many sons and daughters would say the same? He never held the nuclear football, but he held me. He patiently taught me things like how to put up a fence, how to milk a cow, how to drive a tractor. He took me to meetings at the co-op and the Farm Bureau, and when he worked at what is now Farm Credit Services, he took me to his office. I learned at his feet, literally. He made time for me and impacted me in legendary ways. My mom was a public school teacher, and I'm the youngest of her 4 children. At the point I came along, she was a full-time mother and homemaker. She used her years of expertise to teach me the alphabet and how to write. She spawned me to learn and achieve, which led me to self-belief. Her belief in me opened my imagination and broadened my definition of what was possible in life. Betty Rose and Tennessee mothers all across her are legends in my book. My grandmother lost my grandfather abruptly and unexpectedly in 1974. That could have been the end of our family farm legacy. But she rolled up her sleeves and kept the farm going for 20 years after his death. It's because of her that I get the chance to live and farm on that same land. Mama Rose is a legend to me. Even today, there are people in this crowd who stood with me in the fight to save our Tennessee State Fair. Because of you, we proudly stand here at the home of the Wilson County Tennessee State Fair, a wonderful celebration of all that makes Tennessee great. The volunteer spirit runs in our blood, and just as much so in our adopted Tennesseans who are new to our state. We live in the greatest state, in the greatest nation in the history of the world. People come from all around, from California, from New York, and everywhere in between to be a part of what we have here in Tennessee. We know why they come here. What we have here is special. Our heritage is one of faith and perseverance. We never back down from our beliefs, and we always stand up for what's right. Our people, our faith, our strength, and our determination, that is our heritage. Tennessee's heritage should not be left in the past, though. It should live in our future. It's up to us to maintain the character of this great state and to grow wisely. Tennessee's children deserve great schools, and parents deserve a seat at the table. In this state, we reject the notion that where a person starts in life is where they must finish. No. It is through learning that children from all circumstances have a chance to realize their American dream. At school, the door for opportunity is open to all, and we have thousands of dedicated teachers across this state who put in the extra time and do whatever it takes to deliver for their students in every classroom, every day. I love our Tennessee teachers, and it's why, as governor, I promise to appoint a commissioner of education who has Tennessee teaching experience. In Tennessee, we need well-maintained and sufficient roadways. But roads aren't cheap, they aren't built quickly, and they are costly to maintain. We have to agree collectively that potholes and traffic jams in our state are old news. As governor, I will lead the effort to make sure that all interstates in Tennessee are at least 8 lanes and to have 4-lane highways to every county seat in Tennessee. Better roads means a better way of life for every Tennessean. Tennesseans also need access to quality health care, including mental health care. When emergencies occur, we don't want life-saving care to be out of reach. When a loved one is diagnosed with a disease, we don't want them to have to travel several hours round trip to receive care. As governor, I promise to do everything in my power to ensure that no Tennessean is more than 30 minutes away from emergency medical care, and that I will work tirelessly to make sure health care is available in every county in Tennessee. We want all Tennesseans to live long and healthy lives and reduce unnecessary hardship for those individuals and families who are facing health issues. If Tennessee is going to be as prosperous in the next 228 years as we have been for the first, we have to be a national leader in reliable and abundant energy. All energy sources must be on the table, but Tennessee can be a leader in nuclear power. As governor, I promise Tennessee will never see California brownouts, and instead, we will charge forward in nuclear energy development. More energy equals more jobs and more opportunity for Tennessee. But most of all, I'm passionate about Tennesseans. I want to protect the innocent unborn by working with our conservative state legislature in taking every possible measure to always protect life in Tennessee. And I will work daily to support our vulnerable children with a responsive and capable Department of Children's Services. And following in the footsteps of Governor Lee, I want to see Tennessee as a national leader when it comes to making adoption attainable for Tennessee families. And I will stand for Second Amendment rights of every Tennessean by supporting the recognition of constitutional carry in our state. Our constitutional rights are given by God and secured by man, and I promise to always keep and defend our Constitution. When discussing possible solutions to our present challenges, I remain committed to doing things the Tennessee way, putting high value on the continuation of our rich heritage and placing emphasis on our limitless Tennessee future. Washington, D.C.'s values are not our values. We are fiercely independent, and we plan on keeping it that way. President Trump is shrinking the federal government and reducing bureaucracy, and he's giving power back to the states. We helped put President Trump back in office so he could end the D.C. power trip. He's getting the job done. And as governor, I'll stand with him just as I have since his first election in 2016. Like President Trump, I got my start as an entrepreneur, an idea that was born with a fellow Vanderbilt Law School student, turned into a small business, and leading to countless Tennessee jobs. We got our start on Louise Avenue in Nashville, Tennessee in a small apartment. And we moved on from there to the Nashville Business Incubation Center and eventually moved into our own office along the Cumberland River in Nashville's Metro Center. We worked day and night to sell our product, IT training software. There were 3-day spans almost weekly when I would hardly nap as I burned the candle at both ends. Together, my partner and I and the team that we assembled made a successful business right here in Tennessee. You see, I know that anything is achievable in Tennessee because I have lived it. Now I'm asking for you to give me the chance to help bring opportunity to all Tennesseans. Our family will be visiting every Tennessee county several times over this campaign. And as we do so, we ask for your prayers, we ask for your ideas, we ask for your input. And today, I ask for your vote for Governor of Tennessee.